Welcome back. Now here on the show we test drive a whole lot of cars and more often than not we get our assessments right. If we say that so and so company's got a winner on their hands, they usually do. But nowhere have we been as wrong as with the Fiat Punto. Now when it was launched almost 5 years ago, we loved the car. We loved the way it was styled, the cushy handling, the great suspension. We didn't know though that no one would agree with us. In our book, the Punto was always a great looking car, and now with the redesign it gets even better. The front end gets a significant design upgrade. You've got power bulges on the bonnet, the new grille with a thin strip of chrome and the wraparound extremely pretty headlamps in the front make the Punto Evo one of the best looking hatches around. Around the back, the tail lamps have changed to clear lens units, and you've also got chrome inserts and the dual exhaust ports. The body shell hasn't been changed, so the proportions of the car remain the same. As is wont with cars like these, you've got different engines in different states of tune to choose from. You've got a 1.2 litre 75 bhp petrol, a 1.4 litre 90 bhp petrol, as well as the 1.3 litre diesel in 2 states of tune. Now we're driving the 90 bhp 1.4 litre petrol right now, and if the petrol is what you want to get, this is the engine that you should buy. The gearing is pretty spot on for driving in the city, but then once you get out on the highway, the Punto Evo will lose steam very quickly. It might have a sport badge on the back, but that's all show and no go. Now one of the things we like about this car is the way it rides and handles. Suspension is comfortable and yet firm at the same time, and you can throw this car into corners. We only wish there was more power so you could hit it even faster. You are going to get a bit of body roll from the somewhat unnaturally high ground clearance, but it is entirely manageable. It is really when you're on a nice twisty road that you realize what a shame the Punto Evo's underpowered engine is. Given a little more juice, this could have been the most fun hatch in the country. One of the places the earlier Punto showed its age were the interiors, and this redesign came at the right time, considering that other cars in this category like the Grand i10 are pretty space age. Just like with the engines, you've got 2 dash trims. The sport versions got all black, while the rest get a dual tone black beige color scheme. The new meter gauges look fantastic and are hooded, so easily readable, and the soft plastics also add to the premier feel. If you do spring for the higher end variants, you're also getting climate control, steering mounted audio and Microsoft powered Blue & Me connectivity. A few grouses still remain. The seating position isn't the most comfortable and the space in the rear isn't generous either. The Punto Evo is the second coming of Punto and largely even for Fiat. Now they've taken everything that was wrong with the previous car and fixed it. And then there's the price. The Punto Evo petrol starts at a very competitive 4.55 lakh rupees, going up to 6.66 for the top of the line variant with a more powerful 1.4 litre engine. The diesel Punto starts at 5.27 lakhs for the base model, going up to 7.2 lakhs for the more powerful 90 HP sport trim. In our books, this is the most stylish, best handling hatch in this class, and you would do well to buy one. If only the engines had a little more juice, the Punto Evo would have been almost perfect.